Hello everybody, I am the Xanthar Gamer, also known as Frank, and today I'm going to be starting Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. This, out of an evil plot unfolds. Out of all the Spyro games, this one is my favorite. Maybe because it's the first one that I played when I was a kid. Sorry about that. Maybe it's because it's the first one I played as a kid, or it could just be because I really like this particular one. I don't know, but I love it. That doesn't mean that there won't be moments where I'll get angry at it, though. Gotta admit, I kind of like how they redesigned her too. I do still plan on playing the original versions of these games at some point, just to show, you know, differences in difficulty or controls, or even the cutscenes, because the cutscenes are pretty different too.
Get her! Stop her!
Well, that was different. So yeah, if I seem to get through the various levels and all that very quickly, that's because I've played this so often.
Capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent! Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
See, the funny thing is, I don't remember how these cutscenes go, because I played the original so much that right now all I'm recalling is how the original cutscenes went, so...
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Well,
Find the
I
eggs
guess
and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
Huh. Alright. So yeah, if it seems like I have an uncanny, like, knowledge of where everything is, that's because I've played the original... to death. I mean, I just... music. Actually tempted to play through this with the classic music instead of the... What does that sound like, actually? I don't think I've... Oh, it takes me back. Now, there's a cutscene coming up soon here. Not a cutscene, but a dialogue. Now, I'll point it out when I get to it, but it's actually kind of a funny little... So just past Zoe here.
Hi, Spyro. To look left or right.
Yeah, I know how to control the game. Just past Zoe, this platform right here is a trigger for a cutscene. And I doubt, yeah, I can't do it in this version. In the original, you could glide past the trigger.
You're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh?
Yeah.
How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
Anyways, in the original, you could skip that little bit of dialogue, come out and do all these missions past here, except for that one, because, you know, it would send you out into the trigger. But, it kind of funny little, like, sequence break. Hello, Sheila. How do I read the... Whoop.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar. Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too. The sorceress has asked me to guard Sheila the Kangaroo. I suppose if you had a bit more money, I'd be willing to let her escape. Then you could keep her for a pet or something.
So I just noticed that his lips didn't move during some of that dialogue, which is weird, but, you know, I guess whatever, gotta save money on the animation. God, this is really taking me back. Ooh, and they have ray tracing. And yes, I will be a bit obsessive about 100%ing this game, so expect me to go back.
I'm late for a dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
Your accent doesn't match what you... Tiki. I would expect a Tiki Lodge guy to have more of a Hawaiian, native islander accent. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like he looks more Mahalo, less G'day, you know?
Do you like the active? Okay.
Let's see.
I see an egg at the bottom of this lake. I would go get it, but I don't want to get my fur all wet. Maybe you could get it.
Yeah, sure. And yet, later in the game, you'll find him hanging out, admittedly in a dive suit, but nevertheless. So these are special areas that you can go through as sparks to get upgrades to his abilities, like an increased range for picking up gems, and I think one of them will give him the ability to actually break crates. But you have to beat a boss as Spyro and then go back to this world in order to unlock those levels. So like each world has, there are 4 worlds and each one has that little sparks area, and you have to beat the bosses following those worlds, and then yeah, basically what I just said, but a little more detailed. Bruce. And you can hit X to skip the egg hatching and the dragons doing a funny little whatever they do.
Here I was, about to go for a nice swim at Shell Beach, when my portal just up and disappears right in front of me. If you go find some more of those dragon eggs, I bet
At least your voice kind of matches. I don't know, obviously I've played through this particular version of the Spyro game. If any of you remember when I showed my first set of save files, the thing is, I don't remember any of this. All I'm remembering is the original Spyro 3. You know, the one on the PS1 that this is based on. Yeah, that's the one I'm remembering. I don't know why. Sorry, had to get comfy. Let's see. And it's fairly simple.
Yo, Spyro! I just found one of.
Yeah, X to jump, X to glide again. Oh. Don't know why the controls switched around like that. Oh.
To get the best glide.
Shut up, Hunter.
I saw something shiny.
What? Don't know why the game keeps trying to...
Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
Can't nobody stop the coal train, baby. That was a horrible
This
attempt at
is
that
a
accent.
Superfly.
Yes. Superfly. Hey, man, it's Superfly. You don't want to mess with Superfly, man? I'll mess you up. That was a reference to an old animation set called Joe Cartoon. You used to get them as like funny little videos that people would email each other on, and this is gonna date me, AOL. Yes, there used to be a time before Internet Explorer and Google. But you could actually these little cartoons were pretty funny. There was Amy. There was one with lemmings where they just like kill themselves in various horrible ways. And yes, it's funnier than it sounds. Most of the Joe cartoons were either pot humor, beer humor, or kind of... Oh, what the hell? Don't know what that was, but I'll skip this. There we go. But anyways, so Joe Cartoon, it was this. So they had this one called Superfly, which the Superfly was basically just whoever voiced the characters doing kind of a, I want to say Mexican, but a Hispanic accent. Hey man, hey, you don't want to mess with Superfly, man. You know, that kind of accent. And admittedly, the animations were pretty damn funny. Oh. Okay. Curse my color blindness. Alright. What did I miss over here? There we go. Alright. You always want to free Sheila first, because this first level over here, that one right there, has a spot where you have to go as her, so it just saves
paid
time.
a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. This...
Yeah, sure.
Spyro, I love your sweet naivete. I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. I reckon you be one of them dragons then.
Yeah, named Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know? Then all of a sudden you left. Poof!
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah, and the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
That was definitely different. They actually put the enunciation on the right words, too. Is that why some of the portals don't work? I don't know. Entering Sheila's Alp. Yes, she has an entire Alp all to herself. Well, and 3 billy goats.
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Hiya, Sheila. While you were gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
Yes, I'm sure it will be extremely clever. And not at all stupid or in any way that could harm you. Now, Sheila's levels are pretty fun. Oh, hey, I never noticed that before. Their horns actually look different. In the original, they look exactly the same as one another. So, these guys, you know, out of all the Spyro remakes and Reignited Trilogy, this one has to be my favorite. One, because I loved this game when I was a kid. Like, I played this game so freaking much. And two, because he has a park ranger hat stuck on his head. That's funny. Two, because they added so much, like, more depth to the different characters. I have to admit, she kind of controls weird. But other than that, it's all good. Now you may notice that I haven't helped any of those dudes get over here. I'm doing that on purpose because, one, I just want to get all this out of the way, but two, every time I help them get to their houses, it kind of just, I don't know, it forces me to talk to them, so I'd rather just get this done and then get that taken care of. She controls quite a bit differently in this, though. I can't say if it's a good kind of different or not, really. She feels less floaty, but she also feels like she's slower than the original game. I don't know. I can't say that I like it, but it's not too bad. Like I said, I don't remember much about how this game plays because I played the original so much. That's what comes to mind when I see this. Whoop. But it can't be too terrible. I do remember one level where you have to guide these little firefly dudes to drop bombs around a cage to unlock.
If you ever
an
forget
egg.
how to...
And I do remember that that's an annoying mission, but passable. The gems don't go as far as they did in the original either. And the last couple of gems, as you can probably guess, are in those last couple of enemies. Are you stuck in the wall? Yes, he was.
Home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelette, but I think you deserve it more.
Ruby. Now, I can't remember if the names of the different dragons in this are the same as their counterparts in the original. I think they are.
Hey,
but,
Sheila,
yeah.
let's play a joke.
Take this egg, egg Billy's house. No. Or egg so-and-so's house.
Thanks for the help, Sheila. Oh, you can have...
And that's it. Okay, that's just weird looking. That's it for that level. I like that he keeps the sunglasses between the games. And I didn't have to re-enter the code. I don't know why they didn't add the rainbow ones, but whatever. Don't know why that's a Switch exclusive. And that's Sheila's Alp, 100% finished. You know what? I'll go a little long with this episode and also do Sunny Villa. Actually, yeah, I think that putting cutscenes for this one. I think I'll go ahead and call that one for right now. So, if you guys enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye!